because today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. You know, the leaders in below the waistline grooming. And we were just talking about ball security. Well, hey, you want ball security, ladies and gentlemen? Manscaped, they're the ones to give it to you. All right. And how do they do that? Well, that Lawnmower 4.0, the new thing. I'm talking, you know, waterproof, light that you can turn on and off. You know, it's a safe situation, low and slow. Make sure you don't get any nicks and cuts, nothing like that. I mean, it's a dope little vibe. I mean, I personally like it a lot. I tell you, man. Strobe light it if I want to. Sometimes keep the light all the way off and just spotlight me. All right. But either way, you know, if we're going to talk about them for a reason. Because we got a promo code for you, ladies and gentlemen. And that promo code is MOATS. You use that on your purchase at manscaped.com. You will receive 20% off of your purchase along with free shipping worldwide. Deke, who doesn't love free shipping, bro?
I'm not sure.
It's like they're going to send it to you, Deke, but you don't got to pay for it. It's free shipping. Like, how do you beat that?
I don't know. I think insane people don't like that.
That's all I'm saying, man. So don't be an insane person, all right? Make sure you use the promo code MOATS. Get your 20% off at manscaped.com. And when I tell you, your dangly twins will be very appreciative of you, trust me on this, because I'm an expert. All right. So with that being said, shout out to Manscaped. As a whole, I thought in terms of the grade, or not even a grade, but brief overview for the first unit and the second unit specifically, I thought that they were really good and consistent and physical against the run. I thought in the pass game, they had moments where they looked good, but they had the miscommunication. And then obviously you had in that second unit where Dan Moore, he obviously got beat for the sack. But as a whole, I thought the first two units, right? The ones that were out there with Mitch and the ones that were out there for the first possession with Mason. I thought that, you know, as a whole, they did enough where you could feel good about them, especially the physicality in the run game. I thought that the effort was definitely there. I thought in terms of who was the best lineman to me, I thought James Daniels did the most in terms of moving people consistently downfield, the energy that he played with, the effort he was finishing blocks on guys. I also thought that outside of that one miscommunication that he was pretty good in pass protection as well. Chooks was another guy that I liked in terms of what he was doing out there in pass protection. He also had a nasty pancake block.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh.
That was great.
I was like, okay, Chooks, if that's...
We haven't really seen that from him.
We have not. I'm like, Chooks, that's the nastiness. Like, as an outside linebacker, like, you get blocked and you've been pancaked. But that's like the disrespect. That's like we need to fight. Like, we gotta have a conversation. If Chooks brings that to his game, that can also take him to another level, because you don't want nice guys on the offensive line. I mean, it's cool, but it's like, you want that dog. You want a dude that's like, yo, if I can put you on your head, like, I'm going to put you on your head. And what does that do? It makes that outside linebacker, the next time he's thinking about jumping, remember we talked about all the batted passes. I was like, yo, that's in practice because these dudes aren't getting cut and these dudes aren't getting messed up. I was like, but in a game, you don't do all that jumping. That's why. Oh, okay. All right. So that's the other part of it, man. So it was really impressive to see that. I did want to talk, though, Kendrick Green. Mixed bag with him, man. I know he had some plays, man, where he did look little. He had some plays, man, where, you know, they were able to kind of get him walking him back and stuff like that. But I will also say that he did have a couple of plays as well where it was the opposite, where he was moving some people out there, where the pass pro was good. He showed anchor, where he was moving some people, even in terms like the little scrums in the interior part. I thought that Kendrick, man, it wasn't a great, you know, performance by him, but I thought that he took a nice step in the right direction, just showing that he could be more physical and that he could at least look more competent at that position. Now, he still has to get better in terms of his anchor. He still has to get better versus those bigger body guys. It was like the first play for Mitch dropping back, he gets hit. It's Kendrick Green, you know what I mean? And it's him just getting walked back. It did happen a couple of times, but if he can, like, if some of these plays that he has where it's like, yo, you can see it there.
Yeah.
He's got to do it more consistently. I'll be interested to see also, once Dotson is back, what does that do for Kendrick Green as well in terms of how does he respond? Does he take that next step? Or is it, you know, all right, he's here. Let me go ahead and sit back in the bag and be quiet, do nothing. Like, I want to see that. And then also from Dotson, I want to see, yo, get back out there. Now, you don't want to rush it if you're really, you know, if it's something that is really limiting you to that extent. But at the same time, it's like, I want to see Dotson. I want to see him come out there and kind of put all this to rest, because right now we haven't got that opportunity because of Dotson not being available thus far.
What would you say, though, if Dotson did sit out the rest of the preseason and we're going into week one? Still Dotson? Like he's fully healthy heading into week 1.
I got to see if Kendrick looks like this as a whole. Then
Right.
you probably have to go back with Dotson just because at times Kendrick still looks small. But if we can get more of the reps like I was talking about where he was actually doing some of those things and actually showing an anchor, I'm like, bro, you haven't shown a lot of this. But if you can start doing this more consistently, this is a different conversation because now we're saying not only do you have the athletic ability and the ranginess of being a puller, but now you're not too small. You're not going to be big boyed for 4 quarters. That's the part where we need to see it. Right now, it's still a small sample size for Kendrick, but that's the part where I want to see going forward. How does he build upon that? You know?
Yeah.